Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. It is Sunday afternoon, a gorgeous Sunday afternoon here. I've had to actually close the blinds so that sunlight doesn't dance over the tarot table. I know it's probably a very nice thing to see for some of you who may not be seeing much sun, but it does just complicate things for me trying to focus on the cards. Anyway, Sunday afternoon, as I said, and readings today are on a very particular theme, and that is Prince Harry and his meddling, one could say, in things that he might not fully understand. Now that he's gone free range, he's gone rogue, you might say, he's out of the royal fold, and he's a prince at large in the big wide world, unfettered, untrammeled, and he might be getting himself into a bit of trouble. And two topics today. The first one is that story about media suppression of free speech. And the second one is, of course, of that bank failure. I'm going to be reading on that next. They're similar energetically for me, and that's why I'm reading them today together. Similar in the sense that, as I said, there is a prince who might not be that worldly wise, and he is out and about. And is he going to be caught out by either or both of these stories and his perhaps unwise meddling in things that he doesn't fully understand and doesn't appreciate the consequences of? So I have the Crow Tarot on the tarot table for this first one, because this is social media, this is chat, this is platforms where people go to exchange ideas and thoughts and express themselves. And of course, now we are hearing about the censorship industrial complex. Be interesting to see if this video uploads when we mention terms like that. And what it is basically is a network of entities that are opposed to free speech, that are doing their best to interfere, cancelling accounts on Twitter, YouTube, and all the rest of it. And now there's been a dump of information that people are going through, and lo and behold, Prince Harry is one of the people who's being mentioned in this context. And the Royal Grift has got a useful video about it. Kinsey Schofield is talking about it. Megyn Kelly is talking about it. And I want to do a reading with the Crow Tarot and just have a look and see what Harry is up to, and is this something that could cause some negative press for him. He might come unstuck on. Short 5-card reading we're going to do, and of course, because it's a very sensitive topic and because there is definite interference with free speech on this platform, let us remind you that this is just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. It is all just my opinion. It is all speculation. And I'm reading on a family that is an archetypal family, and that's why I read on them. And there is, of course, a disclaimer in the box below. And let's see what happens. Haven't used these cards for a while. They're full of energy, very lively, ready to go. One more shuffle, and then we get the cards on the deck. We're going to see what Harry feels about free speech, expressions of personal opinions, what role he's playing. He is, of course, a member of the Aspen Institute, which is one of the institutes that is allegedly involved, or not allegedly, they've been fingered as being part of this network of suppression, this complex that is busy. And why is he up to this? A lot of people saying it's because of his own personal secrets that he's trying to hide. So what is his motivation for this? He's very loud in his complaints about the media, particularly in the UK, and how his life's goal, basically, apart from saving us all from ourselves and making us all have counselling, is to reform the British press. But does that mean reform it so that it can't report on things he would rather us not know about? And there is that. He's got a couple of court cases against British press at the moment, the phone hacking one, and the other one about his case with the the government, the British government, the security case. Of course, the Daily Mail came out and said he was basically lying about offering to pay for his own security. As far as I can understand it, I probably am not phrasing that correctly, and if I have misrepresented his case, I do apologize. It was not intentional. But we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Here is our underlying energy of this reading, and that is somebody who is very, very, very upset about something. Interestingly, it's love, it's emotion. When it's upright, it's very positive emotion, new love. It's pregnancy and children, just by the way, too, the Ace of Cups. And when I'm saying, does he want to hide things? What could he be hiding? I wonder. And so let's see this situation. What is the heart of this issue that we're talking about? Yeah, such a literal card. It's the Eight of Wands, but it's the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Wands is literally a communication card, the communication card in tarot, you could say. Messages, it's social media, it's messages going backwards and forwards, emails, text messages, Facebook messages, chat platforms. It's literally what the Eight of Wands is about. The card is in the reverse of blocking those messages. Okay, we're in the right energy here. I wasn't sure when I saw that Ace of Cups in reverse. I thought, that's a bit strange. But anyway, no, we're in the right zone here. Eight of Wands in reverse, quite literally blocking, censoring, stopping, restricting messages, free flow of messages, especially on social media. And so what does Harry think of the expression of one's own opinions, free speech, all of that, freedom of expression? What does he think about this? There he is, the Knight of Pentacles. He's shown up in his own energy as the Knight of Pentacles, the Earth sign Prince. Got his pentacle in his mouth there. It's quite interesting that it's kind of stuffed in that crow's mouth, almost silencing that crow choking on a coin, just about. It's a very powerful image, and I understand why I reached for the Crow Tarot, which I haven't used for a while. The Knight of Pentacles is all about his coin, the slow, steady progress towards his coin. It's about money. It's about monetizing things. And I personally think he quite objects to the fact that a lot of people are monetizing social media, what he might think at his expense, myself included. What I do here, although much of what income I get from your watching ads on this channel, for which I'm very grateful, goes to worthy causes like burnt homes and things like that. But it's something that I think he feels quite strongly about, that if anyone's going to make money out of his story, it should be him. He can write his book Spare and make money out of it, but why should other people go on other platforms, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or wherever, and make money? It's about money. It's literally, it couldn't be clearer, it's about money. And who gets the money? Literally. So this is turning into quite an amusing reading, actually, for me. What is he doing to, if anything, his role, shall we say, in regards to this complex, in regards to restricting free expression and all the rest of it? What is he doing personally? And we got the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a rejection card. It's turning down things. And it's interesting, we've got cups again. There's something here that there's an offer that's been turned down. There's something that he's saying no to, that he could actually benefit from, if he wanted to benefit from, but he doesn't like it. It upsets him. It's something that upsets him. It upsets him. So I'm not getting him as being personally involved in, silencing people, but expressing his upset and his rejection of how people are expressing themselves. Because what free speech is really about is apart from the obvious things like going and investigating stuff, all those citizen journalists and people who go out and dig stuff up and then tell you about it and inform you about stuff, and that's very obvious. But it is also expressing opinions, it's expressing emotions, it's articulating stuff that might make you upset, and that's why it can get quite messy out there, because people end up getting bullied and there are fights, and we've just been through it really with the prince and princess business, with people getting very upset, and even though they might be on the same side really, getting quite personal, getting quite abusive, getting very upset, and so there's emotion in here that I think upsets him and he would like to regulate. And so that people can't get out there and express their emotions. This is a weird reading. It's going off in weird directions that I wouldn't necessarily have expected it to go in. But it is a complex matter, and it is complex because we're all out there. We're all expressing our opinions. We're all making noise. Well, we're not all, but to some extent, you are expressing your opinions by the channels that you follow and you watch. Even if you go onto them to hate watch or express a negative opinion or downvote something, we're all out there expressing our emotions, and he too, he wants his emotions expressed, but he doesn't want anyone else's emotions expressed. That's a very long riff on that Four of Cups, a very peculiar energy coming from that Four of Cups, like there was a peculiar energy coming from that Knight of Pentacles, unusual energy, but this is of course an unusual subject. So getting back to the reading proper, I never strayed from the reading, but getting back to the questions, sound like Lady C now, but no, we're not going there. This energy is usually in these little 5-card readings. This, of course, is the underlying energy, so it's a 6-card reading. This is the motive, the hidden energy, what's really going on. We got some clues here and here with that Ace of Cups in reverse, but what's really going on? What does he really, what's motivating this, slash what is he trying to hide? Allegedly, let's throw one of those in. I haven't had one of those. And we got the, whoa, ow, okay, ow. Deep breath. 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. 2 things. His own past, his own memories, his own childhood, his own... how can people be raking over the coals and looking at his past? And it's his memories and his world, and he owns it. And only he owns it. I'm getting that very strongly here. Only he can tell us his truth. And how dare we go and look around and speculate and come up with our own explanations. And that applies to things like therapy and his memories, his possibly not so true memories, his own memories. Okay, so that's the first thing. But the second thing is children. And we're there again. We're in that zone. We've got 3 Cups cards now. We're in this Ace of Cups in reverse zone. We're in the zone of pregnancy and children, childbirth, mysteries around those, memories around those, past, what is really going on. We're in that zone, and we're in that zone in the hidden energy, the motive. So you can join the dots, and let's all say it's speculation again. It's my opinion. It's just a tarot reading for fun. And the outcome of this for Harry, people are warning, people are saying that the prince and princess drama was to deflect from criticism that might be coming his way, that he might be sucked into this scandal. It could become potentially quite a big story. It is a big story already, but is it going to be problematic for him going forward? Let's put it like that. Yes, it is. Very much so. This is a big card to come out. The Hermit. That's the second Harry card. We've got 2 Harry cards now. Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. That's the Virgo card. It's come out in reverse. Virgo. Hermit. Hermit card has various meanings. But it's looking for truth. It's following your own inner guidance, your own inner wisdom. It's also expert advice, expert opinions. It's in the reverse. False experts. Being misguided. Literally being misguided, and it's a big card. This is an error of judgment, according to this reading, according to the energy of the cards, in my opinion, allegedly, speculating, all of those words. Big error of judgment that he has made, and that could really make him look like a fool. Hermit in reverse is pretty much a fool. Someone who's unwise, someone who has followed unwise counsel, whether their own or someone else's. And this is really going to come back and bite him with that card. It really is. Whew, a big breath. I'm taking lots of deep breaths in these readings lately. That's a reading. That's as much as I think I need to say about this. All eyes on that card. And thank you for watching. And I'm going to get up, get up, because I've better up, belly up. We're going to go there next with the bank scandal.